All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 out long. Go on. Check 37. 61. Matchbox. Line ready. Go.
A first carry.
You ain't going nowhere.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Charlie. Ready, go.
Here's second and 8. It's caught. Smith. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
My 52, my 50. Check 52 is the money. Check 52 is the money. Check right, check right. 52 is the money.
From the gun. Love. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Ready. 52. Tighten up. Go together. Yes.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
Looking to throw on second down. Love. This will be caught by Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, here we go. And Lobo. Oh, you got deep? Go. 44 to Mark. Ready.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Go, go. You think you want to get there? Switch, switch. Check. H3, 218. Chopper, chopper.
And that'll set them back 5. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Right there. 54 Mike. Yo. Yo. Alert 3. Alert 3.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Hill. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
You got nothing. Mike 55. Yeah. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Take over.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. 4 down, check, check. Yep. Protein spin. 52, block 52. Exit. And we're pretty quiet, D, we're pretty quiet. Hey, set hot, 2, ready.
To throw on 3rd down. Long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Ready.
The Titans 11-yard line.
54. Mike 50. I know he ain't got it.
Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Now Jackson. They complete it to Hill. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or will you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. No, blue dot Quarkers. Blue dot Quarkers. Twist.
5-2 is the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
You remember me? Let's go.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 8, read. Off the run. Scene 6. Yep.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here.
Mike 52. I'm here all day.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Kill, 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 kill. Stand up.
A shotgun give to Fournette. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
52, come on. Check 52. I 7, let's
First
go.
down, Tennessee.
52 is the mic right here over there, right? 52 is the mic.
Watch the back, watch the back. 52's the mic, watch Mike. Box try. Let's go, baby, turn up. Ready, go.
Operating from the gun. Love. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Dude, where? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, let's go. Yo, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, ready, go.
Throwing again. Love. He sets the fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
10. Jaguars 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Let's go.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. To throw is Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hustle. Check 24, check 24. 54's Mike, 54's Mike. Match box.
They'll go with Hill here on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Jackson. That one complete to Hill. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Jaguars have retaken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Down.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Single, 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 single. Watch 1 and 2. He's coming up the edge. Watch him up the edge.
From the gun, Love. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Leonard Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's get
They'll run with Fournette. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Delta. Now.
Banjo. 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 Check Mike.
Echo. Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the ready.
Operating from the gun. Love completes it to Davis. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's it, baby. We got one.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. We'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today. We get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Love. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 pace, let's go. Run. Smoke. 44, Mike, 44. Yeah, let's get set. Yes!
Check.
Hey, let's get some pen and zoom, fellas. Let's go.
Football's the mic.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Love. Forced out to the pressure again, and down he goes again. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Check.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
That's it. Big
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Ready. 18 Gator. 54 miles. I don't even know. Jim. Echo. Ready.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it. And they'll say at the 45. So we are at halftime here on Christmas Eve as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light trade. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Get that quarterback. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski, and that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
17. Jaguars 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Jaguars take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
Hey, what's the ball?
Mike 5-4.
Back to the air, Jackson following the pick 6. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down.
We got this.
Let's check in with our referee.
Ready? 54. Right. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Let's go now. 54, right? Hey, no, no. 54, Mike. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Kill, kill, kill. Look small. Kill. Shit, shit. Shit. Bang, 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 bang.
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Come on, set. Down the end. That's much of it. 54. Check, check. 154. Stop your run.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 14 yards as his guys are able to regain the lead. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, the pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Jackson, open man is Hill. He's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Hill. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
That's the second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Check Mike 54.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Harold Landry in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Titans stay on 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Well, maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
First down, Titans.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check back, check back.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for a loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
I'm coming after you. Say.
On 3rd down, 4 out. And an alley to run. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He was brought down by Chris.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, switch gears.
And again, it's Chubb. Trying to side, but nothing there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On 3rd down. Love. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Jackson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On the counter, it's him. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage, because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times.
And the pressure gets to him again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
2, 18, chopper. Go. I got it. 44's the mic. 80 weapon. Kill.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On the ground, it's Chubb. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
First down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Chubb. And he'll get this up to about the 40. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
The 40-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me.
Chubb. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
Check, 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 check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Ready, go.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. Oh, Trump fumbled it, and the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
He's back to throw. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And brought down, but able to get it to the 30-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Check. Watch 54. I got it. Check.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Number 16.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 12. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down.
Watch the screen. Go. Short. They'll try and throw forward to Jackson. And unable to break away.
they stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans go victory formation down to a knee. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were spurred on by